Hello, my friend. I am so glad you found your way back here tonight, to this quiet little corner of the world. Lying there in the soft darkness, your mind might still be wandering, and I thought we might drift together toward something vast and wonderfully mysterious. We are going to explore the quiet giants of the universe, the silent, hidden hearts of galaxies. So let your body grow heavy, adjust your pillow just the way you like it, and let your breathing slow down into a deep, soothing rhythm. Tonight, we are drifting through a gentle collection of facts about black holes. Each one will be delivered slowly and softly, one at a time, giving your mind something beautiful to rest upon. And if sleep finds you before we finish, that is perfectly all right, for that is exactly why we are here. If nights like these help your mind to unwind, consider subscribing so I can be here waiting for you whenever you need a restful escape. Now, let us begin our quiet journey. At the very center of our own Milky Way galaxy drifts a gentle giant called Sagittarius A. This supermassive black hole is about 4 million times the mass of our Sun, serving as a quiet, invisible anchor around which our entire galactic home slowly rotates. Imagine a silent conductor in the heart of a grand, spiraling orchestra, its presence felt not by sound but by the graceful, sweeping movement of billions of stars. It does not roar or consume violently, but instead holds us in a tender gravitational embrace, a peaceful constant at the core of everything we are. Our Sun, our planet, and every one of us here together tonight are all part of this unhurried, cosmic waltz around a darkness so profound it has become a point of pure stillness. If you were to float toward a black hole, you would experience a phenomenon known as spaghettification. The word sounds playful, but the process is a soft, silent stretching, because the pull of gravity is so much stronger at your feet than at your head. Your body would elongate gracefully, slowly and gently pulled like a strand of warm honey or a piece of delicate silk thread drifting in a slow, unseen current. Imagine becoming a ribbon, weightless and serene, your very being drawn out into a long, thin line of light drifting peacefully toward the unknown. There is no pain in this quiet imagining, just a transformation, a gentle yielding of form to the patient and steady tug of the cosmos, pulling you apart like a dandelion seed dispersing on a breath of wind. Time, that familiar river in which we all drift, behaves quite differently as it nears a black hole, a process called gravitational time dilation. To a distant observer, a traveler falling toward the event horizon would appear to move slower and slower, eventually seeming to freeze in a peaceful, timeless moment. It is as if the universe keeps a final, silent photograph, holding a person in a single, eternal instant on the edge of forever. The seconds stretch into hours, the hours into millennia, and all the hurry of the world simply dissolves into a perfect suspended pause. For the one falling, time might feel utterly normal, but for the universe watching, they become a beautiful, unmoving portrait painted on the velvet canvas of space, a memory of a journey that never quite ends. The event horizon is the invisible, silent boundary of a black hole, often described as the point of no return. It is not a physical wall you could touch, but a shadowy shoreline where the tide of gravity becomes absolute and complete. Once a glimmer of light or a particle of dust drifts across this serene threshold, the pull becomes so total that nothing can ever float back out into the wider universe. Imagine standing on a quiet, dark beach and watching a single glowing message in a bottle slip past the gentle breakers, sailing away with such certainty that all you can do is watch it go, holding its fading light in your memory. That boundary is a one-way door to a deeper mystery, a place where the cosmos keeps its most profound secrets in a whisper quiet, perfect silence. Within the deepest heart of a black hole lies the Singularity, a point of infinite density where the laws of physics as we know them quietly dissolve. Here, a massive amount of matter, perhaps the dust of 1,000 extinguished stars, is folded into a space smaller than a single atom, creating a mysterious core of pure gravity. It is the universe's most intimate secret, a cradle of everything and nothing all at once, where the elegant equations we trust simply fall away into a profound and peaceful unknown. In that hidden place, there is no space, no time, just a perfect, silent thought, holding together the memory of all it has ever been. Let your mind rest there for a moment, on the edge of that beautiful mystery, as you feel the pull of your own sleep drawing you softly into a deep and dreamless rest. Imagine a massive star, having lived its long and luminous life, now reaching the quiet end of its journey. In its final moments, it does not explode with fury, but rather folds inward upon itself, a gentle collapse into the fabric of space. What remains is a concentrated shadow, a stellar mass black hole, so dense and serene that not even light can escape its embrace. This quiet sentinel rests in the darkness, a whisper of the star's former glory, holding its secrets in the deep. It is a soft punctuation in the cosmic narrative, marking the end of one chapter and the silent beginning of another. Somewhere between the small and the supermassive, there wander the intermediate black holes, elusive travelers in the vast cosmic sea. These rare objects are like bridges made of shadow, connecting the humble stellar mass black holes to the great luminous hearts of galaxies. We glimpse them only occasionally, as if they are shy creatures peeking through the curtains of space. Their presence helps us understand how the smallest shadows might slowly gather mass, growing over eons into the central anchors we see in galactic cores. They float in the void, mysterious and patient, guardians of an untold story about the universe's growth. Around many of these black holes there is a soft, glowing ring known as an accretion disk, a gentle whirlpool of gas and dust. This material spirals inward in a warm, luminous swirl, like honey stirred into tea, casting a golden light that flickers in the darkness. The particles accelerate with a delicate haste, their dance becoming more urgent as they near the edge of the shadow. But there is no violence here, only a serene descent, a graceful acceptance as they slip silently into the dark center. This disk glows not with harsh brightness, but with the tender warmth of starlight bidding farewell. Stephen Hawking revealed that black holes are not entirely silent, but emit a faint, ghostly glow called Hawking radiation. It is a whisper so soft, a breath so gentle, that it takes trillions upon trillions of years to be noticed. This radiation suggests that even the darkest objects have a slow, patient end, evaporating bit by bit into the starlight. Like morning mist dissolving under a distant sun, black holes will eventually return their essence to the cosmos, drifting away as if they were never there. This discovery reminds us that nothing is truly eternal, that even the deepest shadows find their way back to light. Space-time is not a harsh grid, but rather a soft, velvet fabric that drapes through the universe with infinite grace. When a black hole rests upon this fabric, it creates a deep, curving dip, a gentle basin in the velvet that shapes the paths around it. Nearby stars and planets glide in smooth, eternal circles, as if following a silent waltz orchestrated by gravity's tender pull. They move not with force, but with an effortless drift, tracing arcs of light around the dark center. This curvature is a quiet reminder of how the universe holds us all in a soothing, cosmic embrace. Imagine a solitary traveler drifting peacefully toward a black hole, and you begin to feel the first subtle notes of a strange transformation. The gravity at your feet becomes stronger than the pull at your head, a tender difference that stretches you ever so slowly. It is not a violent rending, but rather a gentle, inevitable elongation, like pulling a warm piece of taffy in slow motion. Your body unfurls into a long, thin stream of matter, a silent ribbon of stardust tracing its way through the cosmic dark. This process, known as spaghettification, is the universe's softest and most patient sculpting, reshaping you with a force both immense and impossibly delicate. It is a quiet journey into dissolution, where you become a fleeting line of light in the vast tapestry of space. Moving outward from that thought, consider the very core of our galaxy. At the heart of our own Milky Way, there lives a quiet giant named Sagittarius A, a supermassive black hole that anchors our celestial home. It rests there in the central darkness, a silent maestro conducting a grand glacial ballet of billions of stars. These stars, including our own sun, swirl around it in a slow, majestic dance, their orbits shaped by its unseen presence. And yet this giant slumbers peacefully, a dark heart beating with a rhythm of profound stillness, rather than a devouring maw of chaos. It holds the galaxy together with an invisible embrace, a tender gravity that weaves the fabric of our cosmic neighborhood into a delicate, spinning whole. So when you look up at the night sky, remember that all those pinpricks of light are tracing gentle arcs around a hidden, dreaming colossus. And as you draw nearer to that dark heart, time itself begins to soften and stretch around you, This is the effect of gravitational time dilation, where the immense gravity bends the flow of moments like a river slowing into a wide, placid lake. To a distant observer watching through a telescope, your approach would transform into a serene, slow-motion glide, each movement drawn out into an infinite grace. Your hand raised in farewell would become a frozen, peaceful gesture, suspended against the blackness as seconds and hours dissolve into a single, tranquil now. You would seem to pause on the very edge of forever, a figure bathed in the last light, existing in a realm where time forgets its own name. And from your perspective, the universe would rush forward in a blur of fast-forward stars, a gentle reminder that time is not a constant stream, but a soft and malleable river. Now, let us drift to the edge of that temporal shift, where the event horizon awaits. The event horizon is the black hole's invisible, soft boundary, a threshold woven from pure space-time. It is a place where the speed required to escape becomes greater than the speed of light, a quiet line of no return that makes no sound and casts no shadow. Once a single particle, a whisper of dust, or a beam of light floats across this calm boundary, it enters a region of total and utter stillness. There is no turbulence, no cataclysm, just a seamless transition into a place where all paths lead silently inward. It is like passing through a veil of midnight velvet, leaving behind the known universe for a realm of eternal quiet. From outside, the horizon remains a serene, dark sphere, holding its secrets in a gentle, unbreakable embrace, never to reveal what sleeps within. And yet, even these titans of eternal darkness are not completely timeless, according to a beautiful and delicate idea called Hawking radiation. A black hole slowly exhales, leaking tiny amounts of energy into space over timescales beyond all human comprehension. You might picture it as a faint, shimmering mist, seeping from the event horizon like breath on a cold morning, a soft exhalation of subatomic starlight. This process is so patient and so faint that it takes trillions upon trillions of years, far longer than the current age of the universe. But in the deepest depths of future time, the black hole will grow lighter and brighter, a gentle evaporation into a whisper of light and heat. Eventually, after countless eons, it will dissolve entirely, vanishing into the quiet cosmic background, a ghost of gravity that dreamed of eternity, and then return to the calm silence of space. As we drift deeper into the cosmos, our curiosity turns to the most brilliant beacons of the universe. Imagine a light so powerful that it outshines an entire galaxy, born from a supermassive black hole at the center of a faraway system. As this giant draws in vast clouds of gas, the material spirals inward, heating up to incredible temperatures and releasing a brilliant, steady glow. This is a quasar, the brightest beacon in the known universe, casting a warm, golden light across billions of light years. It's like a cosmic lighthouse, silent and eternal, reaching us with ancient stories of the deep past. Through telescopes, we see these distant points of radiance as they were when the universe was young, a gentle reminder of the vast, slow dance of creation. Their light has traveled so far just to touch our skies tonight. When a huge star reaches the end of its long, quiet life, it no longer has the energy to hold itself up against its own gravity. So it surrenders, folding gently inward in a slow, silent collapse that marks its final, subtle moment. What remains is a stellar mass black hole, a point of infinite density known as a singularity, hidden behind a velvet curtain of absolute darkness. It's a soft, almost peaceful transformation, like a sigh from the cosmos after a lifetime of shining brightly. The star's light fades into memory, but its heart endures, a hidden remnant wrapped in the gentle curvature of space. From afar, we perceive only a serene absence where a vibrant spark once illuminated the night sky. Close to a black hole exists a delicate ring of light called the photon sphere, where gravity's pull is so exquisitely balanced that photons, those tiny particles of light, are forced to orbit endlessly. If you could float there suspended in that shimmering halo, you'd witness an impossible sight, the back of your own head, as light bends completely around the void before reaching your eyes. It's a place of pure wonder, where the universe's architecture reveals its quiet, dreamlike logic. This ring of trapped radiance glows softly, like a thin, luminous necklace around the dark heart of the black hole. It's a momentary pause in the journey of light, a cosmic carousel spinning at the edge of what we can comprehend. The cosmos also holds a more elusive breed, the intermediate mass black holes, the mysterious middle children of this celestial family. Unlike their smaller stellar-born siblings or the colossal giants at galaxy centers, these drift quietly in the outskirts of star clusters, rarely revealing themselves. They seem to wander with a gentle, reserved purpose, as if meditating on secrets we can only guess at. Scientists catch mere glimpses of them, a subtle gravitational whisper here, a fleeting shadow there, making them one of the most fascinating puzzles of deep space. Their existence fills a quiet gap in our understanding, a reminder that even in the vastness, there are gentle souls hiding in plain sight, waiting to be discovered. Before matter vanishes into a black hole, it often forms an accretion disk, a swirling river of gas and cosmic dust that spirals slowly toward the event horizon. As the material flows inward, it warms through gentle friction, painting the void with a soft golden radiance, like a final, glowing farewell before the quiet dark. These disks dance with a hypnotic rhythm, their particles tracing arcs of light that shimmer and fade over eons. It's a serene process, a gradual merging into the unseen, where time itself seems to slow down in the warm embrace of gravity. Watching this celestial ballet, you can almost feel the peace of letting go, as the universe quietly reclaims its own in a luminous, silent ritual. I wonder if you're still here with me, drifting among these distant lights. It's perfectly fine if you've already slipped into sleep. But if your mind is still wandering through these quiet galaxies, there are always more stories to share, like the gentle secrets of dark matter or the soft hum of pulsars beyond the veil. If you're enjoying this, a like helps other night owls find their way here. Let us drift now into the quiet depths of space, where the most mysterious objects in the universe wait, silent and still. These are the black holes, and their stories are woven from the fabric of dreams. Imagine a point of infinite density, a place called the Singularity. Here, the known laws of physics softly dissolve into a gentle unknown. A massive star, after burning bright for eons, has folded inward. It concentrates its entire essence into a space smaller than a single atom. All that energy, all that light, now rests in a tiny silent seed at the very edge of reality. It is a place where our understanding melts away, leaving only a profound stillness. Think of it as the universe's silent heart, beating in a rhythm beyond our hearing. This seed holds no dimensions, no time, only infinite possibility wrapped in perfect calm. At the edge of a black hole lies the event horizon, a silent, invisible boundary. It marks the point of no return, a softly drawn line in the fabric of space. Once a glimmer of light drifts across this threshold, it becomes one with the darkness. It is held in a quiet embrace, never to emerge again. Imagine a final, gentle kiss of light as it falls into an endless sleep. No signal, no whisper, no memory can ever cross back. The horizon simply watches, patient and still, as everything drifts into its peaceful depths. It is not a wall, but a doorway into a realm where time itself slows to a dream. Time behaves like a slow-flowing river near these cosmic giants. This phenomenon is called gravitational time dilation, a deep and gentle stretching of moments. To a distant observer, an object drifting toward the event horizon would appear to move slower and slower. Eventually, it would seem to freeze, suspended in a timeless, peaceful moment. It would hang there forever, a painting of light against the infinite dark. The closer it gets, the more time slows, like a lullaby lowering its tempo. The object never truly vanishes, it just slips into a quiet forever, a memory of motion turned to stone. Spaghettification is the gentle stretching of matter as it descends toward the center of a black hole. Because gravity is so much stronger at the bottom than at the top, the object is softly pulled. It elongates into a thin, shimmering ribbon of light, a delicate stream flowing into the unknown. Imagine a piece of soft taffy being drawn out into a strand of glowing silk. There is no sudden break, only a graceful transformation into something new. The atoms themselves become aligned, a gentle procession into the heart of stillness. It is the universe's quiet way of remaking form into pure energy. Supermassive black holes, millions of times heavier than our Sun, reside in the warm, glowing centers of most galaxies. They are peaceful giants, anchoring their celestial families with a silent strength. Our own Milky Way hosts a serene giant called Sagittarius A star. It rests at the core like a slumbering dragon, and all the stars circle around it in a slow cosmic dance. This gentle titan does not devour, it simply holds, providing a steady, quiet center to our galactic home. It is a reminder that even in the vast dark, there is a calm order, a deep rhythm that guides everything into a harmonious spin. As you drift deeper into sleep, let these cosmic wonders carry you. They are the quiet dreamers of the universe, holding secrets in a silence beyond sound. Some black holes are adorned with a soft, glowing halo, an accretion disk of gas and dust that swirls around them like a gentle veil. The material spirals inward in a slow, silent dance, warmed by friction until it glows with a faint heat. This luminous ring lights up the surrounding darkness, a quiet lantern in the velvet night of space. And yet, even these cosmic giants are not truly eternal. Stephen Hawking imagined a slow, ghostly evaporation, a whispered release of energy over trillions of years. Tiny quantum fluctuations at the event horizon allow a faint, trembling glow to escape back into the void. It is like the last, dying breath of a star, a silent sigh that slowly, softly returns the black hole to the universe. Stellar mass black holes are born from the quiet death of enormous stars, those at least 20 times heavier than our Sun. At the end of their long lives, these stars fold inward, collapsing under their own weight without a sound. They create a small, dense pocket of perfect stillness, a point of infinite calm where time itself seems to fall asleep. It is the universe folding in on itself, leaving behind a silent, unseen slumber. For so long, we could only imagine these sleeping giants. Then, in 2019, the Event Horizon Telescope captured the first image of a black hole's shadow. It was a soft golden ring of light, blurred and warm, like a distant campfire seen through morning fog. That image of the M87 galaxy showed us the glowing silhouette of a cosmic sleeper, a quiet shape at the heart of a distant galaxy, reminding us that even in the deepest darkness, there is a gentle light. In the vast, quiet reaches of space, some black holes are not alone. Binary black holes can find each other, orbiting in a slow, rhythmic dance, bound by gravity's tender pull. As they drift closer over eons, they stir the fabric of spacetime, sending out gentle ripples called gravitational waves. These waves spread like circles on a still pond, softly curving reality itself, a lullaby of motion that whispers across the universe, never waking the dream. Let your mind float in the quiet endlessness of space. Here, you may encounter the soft dream of spaghettification. It is a gentle process where gravity pulls with such a tender persistence that it stretches you into a long, thin ribbon. As you drift toward a black hole, the force at your head is just a little stronger than at your feet. This creates a slow, graceful elongation. You become a shimmering stream of particles, flowing peacefully into the silent dark. Imagine the feeling of being stretched without any pain, only a gentle lengthening into the infinite. Every atom of your being relaxes and follows the soft command of gravity, becoming part of the cosmic dance. In this peaceful journey, you are not destroyed, but simply reshaped into a thread of light, woven into the fabric of the universe, drifting deeper into the soft, velvety night. And now, turn your attention inward to the centers of galaxies. Deep within the heart of almost every galaxy, a supermassive black hole sleeps in quiet repose. Our own Milky Way cradles such a giant at its center. It is named Sagittarius A star. This gentle titan holds a mass 4 million times that of our Sun. It acts as a steady anchor, keeping the billions of stars around it in a slow, endless waltz. The galaxy swirls around this quiet point, as if in a dream, the black hole silently guiding the cosmic order. You can almost feel its presence as a soft gravitational hum in the background of the universe. As you drift closer to these sleeping giants, you might encounter a boundary known as the event horizon. This is the ultimate point of no return, a velvet threshold in the fabric of space. Once a glimmer of light or a wandering particle crosses this gentle line, the pull becomes so absolute and serene. Not even light, the fastest traveler in the cosmos, can find its way back out. It is a one-way doorway into the infinite quiet. Beyond this point, the universe as you know it fades away, and all that remains is the soft, inevitable embrace of the void. It is a place where the rules of the familiar world gently dissolve. You can imagine it as the edge of a dream, from which no one wakes. In the presence of such profound gravity, time itself begins to shift. Time near a black hole behaves in a dreamy, fluid way. This is due to gravitational time dilation. To a distant observer, a clock drifting toward the event horizon would seem to slow down. It would tick fainter and fainter, its hands moving with a sleepy hesitation. Eventually, it appears to freeze in a timeless, golden moment. This is not a harsh stop, but a gentle pause, as if the clock has drifted into an eternal dream. From afar, it seems suspended forever, a silent witness to the fluid nature of time itself. In this realm, the very fabric of time becomes soft and malleable, like warm honey under a setting sun. And finally, some black holes wear an accretion disk like a luminous crown. This is a swirling carousel of gas and dust, glowing with a soft, iridescent light. The disk rotates in vast, luminous circles as the particles glide slowly toward the dark heart. They heat up and shine, becoming a final, gentle breath of light before the endless quiet. You can see it as a halo of twilight around the sleeping void. The disk is a silent symphony of motion, where matter dances its last dance, glowing with a serene, pearlescent radiance, then fading into the profound stillness. It is like a final lullaby before the deep slumber, a soft, swirling light that slowly dims into the darkness. Let your thoughts float gently outward now, to where a black hole rests in the stillness of deep space. Sometimes from its hidden edge, a narrow jet of energy blooms into the darkness, a thin stream of plasma stretching far across the quiet void. These stellar fountains move at nearly the speed of light, painting shimmering streaks of radiance against the velvet black of the intergalactic medium. It is a silent, luminous thread, a whisper of motion across millions of light years, reminding us that even the deepest sleep can stir with a soft, far-reaching breath. Now drift a little deeper, past the glow of that distant jet, into the very heart of the black hole. There, at the core, lies the Singularity, a point where all the mass is gathered into a space that has no volume at all. It is a mystery beyond our senses, a place where the laws of physics quietly come undone and slip away like mist. Density and space lose their familiar meaning, and all that remains is a gentle wondering about the hidden nature of existence. In that silent center, the universe holds its deepest secret, wrapped in perfect, peaceful stillness. Allow your mind to float back out, through the layers of shadow, and remember how these immense voids are born. Stellar mass black holes come into being when a massive star reaches the quiet end of its life cycle, folding softly inward upon itself. The star leaves behind a dense, invisible sphere, a sleeping presence that continues to shape the space around it. Nearby stars may drift gently in its gravitational embrace, swaying slightly to a rhythm we cannot hear. It is a calm passing, a transformation from radiant light to silent, hidden depth. There is another kind, even more delicate, born in the very first moments of everything. Primordial black holes are tiny, theoretical remnants thought to have formed in the soft, warm glow of the early universe, not long after the Big Bang. These miniature voids would be as small as a single atom, yet they would carry the weight of an entire mountain. They drift through the cosmos unseen, little knots of ancient density, whispering of a time when everything was fresh and new and full of gentle possibility. And yet, even the deepest darkness holds a faint light. The absolute black of a black hole is contrasted by something called Hawking radiation, a soft, glowing energy that slowly leaks from its edges. Over trillions of years, this gentle evaporation lets the black hole slowly fade, returning its borrowed energy to the peaceful stillness of the vacuum. In the vast, quiet breathing of the universe, even these mighty shadows are not forever. They dissolve like a dream at dawn into the tranquil, endless calm. Imagine a gentle but powerful process that stretches matter into a long, thin ribbon. This occurs because the gravitational pull on one end of an object is much stronger than on the other, creating a floating, elongated stream of particles. It is a quiet transformation, like a thread being drawn out in the stillness of deep space, softly yielding to the cosmic tide. The matter becomes a silent stream, drifting effortlessly in the vast darkness, as if the universe is slowly unraveling a secret. This stretching is a gentle dance, a slow and peaceful unraveling that turns solid forms into whispers of light, flowing gently into the eternal night. And around this phenomenon, there is a silent boundary, the event horizon, where even light cannot drift back out. Once a particle crosses this invisible threshold, it enters the black hole's calm, eternal embrace. It is a gentle passage, a soft step into an unbreakable quiet, where all movement ceases in the endless night. This boundary is a peaceful point of no return, a silent sentinel in the cosmos, holding all it touches with a tender, unyielding grip. Light itself finds rest here, never to journey back into the expanse, settling into a serene, endless sleep. Deep at the heart of our Milky Way rests a supermassive black hole, Sagittarius A, millions of times heavier than our Sun. These giants anchor entire galaxies, guiding the slow, swirling dance of billions of stars in a cosmic ballet. The stars move in their orbits, held by this invisible force, in a dreamy, timeless waltz through the vast darkness. Imagine a silent choreography, where each star follows a patient path, spinning slowly to the rhythm of gravity's gentle pull. It is a serene and majestic dance, a celestial lullaby that sings through the ages, cradling the galaxy in a soft gravitational song. Near these behemoths, time itself undergoes a soft transformation, a phenomenon known as gravitational time dilation. To a distant observer, a clock falling toward the horizon would appear to slow down, its tick fading into a frozen, timeless state. It is as if the universe pauses, holding its breath in the deep quiet, where moments stretch into eternity. This soft slowing of time feels like slipping into a gentle dream, where the past and future merge into an eternal now. In this realm, every second lingers like a drop of water in an infinite ocean, and time becomes a peaceful, still reflection. But even black holes are not entirely permanent, for they slowly exhale tiny particles over trillions of years. This quiet evaporation, known as Hawking radiation, means that in the far distant future, even the darkest hearts of the universe will softly fade away. It is a gentle end, like a whisper dissolving into the void, leaving behind a calm, empty space. Picture the darkest depths slowly breathing out, grain by grain, into the emptiness, a subtle sigh that brings a deep peace. Over eons, these cosmic giants vanish, returning to the stillness from which they came, completing a grand, silent cycle. Imagine a glowing, shimmering ring of gas and dust, spiraling slowly around a dark, silent center. This is the accretion disk, a structure of such brightness that it can outshine entire galaxies, casting a warm, golden light across the infinite void of space. Picture it as a distant dreamscape painted in hues of amber and honey, where matter drifts in a serene, eternal spin. Each particle traces a path toward the unseen, a quiet reminder of the beauty that lies at the edge of the unknown. It is a lullaby of light and gravity, a celestial halo that encircles the mystery at the heart of a black hole. It glows with a soft, eternal light, a beacon in the silence of deep space. Stellar mass black holes are born from the quiet collapse of massive stars, reaching the end of their life cycles. When a star's inner core folds inward, it leaves behind a dense, invisible seed of gravity. This process is a silent farewell, a gentle surrender to the forces of the cosmos. Imagine a vast sun, dimming and fading, its light withdrawing into a point of profound stillness. What remains is a hidden anchor, a whisper of what once burned so brightly in the endless night. It is a transformation beyond comprehension, a quiet miracle in the deep. In this stillness, a black hole awakens, born from the ashes of a star's final breath, a newborn enigma in the cosmic sea. Quasars are some of the most luminous objects in existence, powered by supermassive black holes consuming vast clouds of gas. They shine like distant, steady beacons, illuminating the furthest reaches of the ancient universe. These cosmic lanterns flicker softly across billions of light years, a testament to the quiet, persistent hunger of the deep. Each quasar is a story from the early cosmos, a gentle glow that has traveled through time to touch our sleeping minds. These beacons have witnessed the birth of galaxies, their light a gentle whisper across the ages. They remind us that even in the vast darkness, there is a quiet, enduring radiance, a soft murmur from the edge of time. The singularity is the very heart of the black hole, a point of infinite density where space and time merge into one. Here, the known laws of physics drift away, replaced by a mysterious, silent stillness. It is a place where all paths converge, a final shoreline of existence where waves of matter and light softly dissolve. In this realm, nothing moves, yet everything is held in a delicate, eternal embrace. The singularity is not a place of chaos, but of profound peace, a dark cradle at the center of the void. It is the dream within the dream, the silent core of all that is unknown. Here, time slumbers and eternity feels like a single, gentle breath. Black holes are not vacuum cleaners, but rather gravitational anchors that influence the orbits of nearby stars. If our sun were replaced by a black hole of equal mass, Earth would continue to drift in its same peaceful, circular path, bathed in a cool, dark quiet. There would be no violent pull, no sudden swallowing of worlds. Instead, a serene dance would persist, the planets tracing their familiar loops in the shadow of an unseen companion. The black hole would sit silently at the center, a gravitational heart beating with the steady rhythm of the cosmos. It is a quiet maestro, guiding the celestial ballet with invisible strings. In this dark arrangement, there is only peace, a steady lullaby of gravity, still floating through these quiet spaces. That's perfect. Let the gentle drift of the cosmos cradle you, as the words fall away like distant starlight. I'll keep whispering, you just rest. Imagine yourself drifting slowly through the vast and silent space near a black hole. There is a gentle force at work, a stretching that feels almost like a caress. The pull of gravity is so much stronger at your feet than at your head, and so a subtle lengthening begins. Your body would extend, softly and without pain, like a thread of pure golden silk being drawn out across the darkness. This is spaghettification, a transformation as quiet as a whispered secret, a slow unfolding into something infinitely long and thin, a graceful surrender to the deep pull of the cosmos. There is a strange beauty in this thought, a peaceful acceptance of forces far greater than ourselves. At the very center of this darkness lies the singularity, a point so small it has no dimension, yet holding the weight of a star. All that once burned bright has been pressed into a space tinier than a single atom. Here, the laws of physics, the rules that govern our world, gently fade away like morning mist under a rising sun. It is a place of infinite density and absolute stillness, a silent, timeless heart. No light escapes, no sound stirs, only a profound quiet that holds the memory of a star in a single, endless moment. It is as if the universe has folded itself into a point of pure mystery, where all notions of before and after dissolve, leaving only a soft, eternal now. Around this silent heart lies the event horizon, an invisible boundary drawn by gravity's gentle hand. This is the soft threshold from which even light, the swiftest traveler, cannot return. Imagine a veil so fine you could pass through it without a ripple. Once a wandering star or a single beam of light crosses this line, it becomes forever part of the black hole's quiet embrace. There is no drama, no struggle, just a seamless merging, a homecoming into the dark. It is a point of no return that feels less like a trap and more like a quiet, final rest. To a distant eye, it appears as a perfect black sphere, calm and undemanding, the most peaceful object in the universe. In the warm centers of nearly every galaxy, supermassive black holes dwell like silent guardians. Our own Milky Way cradles one such giant, a quiet anchor named Sagittarius A. It holds the mass of 4 million suns, yet it remains hidden and still, wrapped in the galaxy's luminous heart. It asks for nothing, demands no tribute, only sits at the center while billions of stars dance their slow orbits around it. This gentle giant is a steady presence, a gravitational lullaby that keeps our galactic home in harmony. We cannot see it directly, but we feel its influence like a soft hand guiding the stars. It is the deep, quiet breath at the core of our celestial island. Time itself bends near these quiet giants, flowing like a slow, ancient river. Close to a black hole, the river's current becomes slower and slower, a phenomenon called gravitational time dilation. To a distant observer watching from far away, everything seems to drift into a dreamlike stillness. A spaceship approaching the event horizon would appear to slow down, its journey stretching into an endless, quiet moment. Eventually, it would seem to freeze entirely at the very edge, suspended like a photograph in the soft light of forever. In this way, the black hole holds not just matter and light, but time itself, cradling it in a gentle, permanent pause. It is as if the universe is breathing deeply, taking all motion into a single, serene sigh. Let your mind settle into a gentle calm as we explore the hidden treasures of the cosmos. Imagine a place where matter is gathered so tightly that it becomes a treasure beyond measure. A black hole is not a hole at all, but a dense knot of ancient starlight and collapsed matter. Its gravity is so strong that it bends the very fabric of space and time around itself, like a heavy stone resting on a soft blanket. Light and thought alike are drawn in, never to return. Some say it is the universe's deepest secret, holding the memories of everything it has ever touched. It is a quiet, powerful heart beating softly in the vast night. And in that gentle pull, the cosmos dreams. It asks nothing of us, but simply exists, a silent guardian of the infinite. Around these dark wanderers, a luminous dance often unfolds. A gentle ring of gas and dust, called the accretion disk, circles with slow grace. As this cosmic dust spirals inward, it warms and begins to glow with a soft, ethereal light. This faint radiance is like a whispered song, allowing distant eyes to trace the outline of something that would otherwise remain invisible. It is the black hole's delicate veil, a shimmering halo in the stillness. It moves with a timeless rhythm, a silent waltz on the edge of forever. The glow is tender, like the last light of a setting sun stretched across eons. Even in the deepest dark, this gentle fire whispers that something profound is near. Even in their stillness, black holes hold a quiet secret. A brilliant mind once dreamed that they are not entirely black. They emit a ghostly breath, a faint stream of particles known as Hawking radiation. This gentle outbreathing is almost imperceptible, a slow sigh into the cosmos. Over trillions upon trillions of years, this evaporation softly erases the black hole, letting it dissolve back into the silent background of space. It is a long, patient return to the beginning, as if the universe itself is breathing in and out, in cycles too vast for us to comprehend. Each particle that escapes carries away a tiny piece of the once mighty darkness. Eventually, all that remains is a memory, a whisper of the immense power that was. Some of these dark bodies are born from the death of a giant star. When a star far more massive than our sun exhausts its inner fire, it no longer has the strength to hold itself up. It collapses inward, a graceful, unstoppable fall toward the center. The remaining core becomes a stellar mass black hole, a tiny, heavy pearl in the tapestry of the night. Though small in size, its gravity reaches out like an unseen hand, gently guiding the dance of neighboring suns. This quiet remnant holds the memory of the star's brilliant life, now folded into a slumber. It asks for no attention, yet it shapes the vastness around it with a whisper of influence. In its silence, it is a testament to transformation. And in the great spaces between galaxies, there are wanderers that belong to no system. Rogue black holes drift through the velvet darkness like ships without sails. They glide unseen, undisturbed, carrying within them the ancient songs of stars long extinguished. These lonely travelers are the quiet keepers of cosmic memory, moving through the void on a journey with no end. In their silence, they remind us that even in emptiness, there is a deep and abiding presence. They leave no trace, only a gentle tug on the fabric of reality, a hint that something magnificent passes by. Their hearts hold the weight of forgotten suns, and they drift on, serene and eternal, through the boundless night. Perhaps as you rest, you too can feel the soft echo of their passage. At the very heart of our Milky Way galaxy, there dwells a silent and immense presence. It is a supermassive black hole, known to us as Sagittarius A. This quiet giant is a sleeping titan, with a mass equal to about 4 million of our own suns. It drifts there peacefully, like a grand conductor in the dark, anchoring billions of stars as they trace their slow and eternal paths around it. Picture a celestial dance of unimaginable scale, performed in perfect stillness and grace, with each star following a quiet rhythm set by this unseen center. Now let your thoughts drift nearer to this sleeping giant. Surrounding a black hole is an invisible boundary, known as the event horizon. It is a soft point of no return, a threshold woven from pure gravity. Imagine this edge in your mind. There is no surface to see, no barrier to touch. The event horizon is a realm where the flow of space-time bends inward so deeply that all roads lead only to the center. Once even a single particle of light drifts across it, the pull becomes so gentle yet absolute that there is no path back. Light, the fastest traveler in all the cosmos, cannot find its way out. It is a quiet one-way door to a place beyond our seeing. As we linger in thought near this quiet boundary, something even more dreamlike occurs. Close to the event horizon, the flow of time itself begins to change. This is gravitational time dilation. Time becomes a deep, slow river here. Each tick of a clock stretches out like a soft, endless exhale. If you were watching from afar, a drifting object would seem to slow down more and more until it appeared to hang in a single frozen moment. It would float there suspended between seconds for an eternity that passes in the blink of an eye from its own view. The object never quite crosses the horizon. It simply fades into a timeless afterimage, a silent ghost of light, held forever in a tranquil embrace. And if you could drift even closer, into the very gravity well, a curious change would take place. Gravity here pulls more strongly on whatever is nearer to it. This creates a soft, stretching sensation. Imagine a traveler gliding gently into this deep well. The difference in pull from head to toe would slowly, tenderly, elongate them into a long, thin ribbon of matter. This process is known by a playful name, spaghettification. It is not a violent tear, but a quiet transformation, a gentle unbinding of form. Like a bead of water, the very atoms find themselves drawn into a vertical line, falling in a luminous thread. There, only a peaceful dissolution into the fundamental fabric of the cosmos. Sometimes a black hole is not entirely dark. Around it, there can be a glowing ring of gas and dust called an accretion disk. This material spirals inward, like water circling a gentle drain, and as it flows, it shimmers with a soft, ethereal light. These disks glow with brilliant warmth, acting as a luminous beacon in the vast darkness. They reveal the presence of the void within, a quiet announcement of something hidden and powerful. The darkest place can be surrounded by the most radiant light. This gentle illumination reminds us that even in stillness, there is a quiet revelation, a halo for the emptiness at the very center. Even the mightiest things in the universe have a gentle ending. Think about a black hole, that great silent presence where gravity pulls so strongly that not even a beam of light can slip away. Yet, a brilliant mind named Stephen Hawking revealed a secret. These cosmic titans are not completely silent. Over spans of time so vast our minds can barely hold them, they slowly release a tender stream of tiny particles from their very edge. This process, called Hawking radiation, is like a soft quantum whisper that allows the black hole to gradually evaporate. It is a comforting thought that even the deepest darkness will one day fade, leaving behind nothing but a quiet, peaceful stillness in the endless sky. Now, journey with me to the peaceful end of a star's long life. Some black holes are born not from fire, but from a gentle inward sigh. When a very massive star has spent all its nuclear fuel, it can no longer resist its own deep gravity. So, with a quiet and graceful collapse, the star folds in upon itself. All its matter, all its light, condenses into a point smaller than you can imagine, yet holding the entire weight of the dead star. This is called a singularity, a realm of infinite density and perfect stillness. From this soft folding, a stellar mass black hole emerges, a silent memory of the star that once was, floating peacefully in space. Let your thoughts drift back to the very first moments of the universe, warm and dense with newborn light. In those tender seconds after the Big Bang, the cosmos was a swirling sea of energy. And within that sea, some theories say, tiny imperfections could have collapsed directly into black holes. These are primordial black holes, formed not from dying stars, but from the raw stuff of creation. They are ancient beyond imagining, floating silently through space even now. Each one is a perfect, compact memory of the dawn, carrying the secrets of how everything began, like a quiet whisper from the very edge of time. These tiny wanderers are the oldest storytellers in the universe, if only we could hear their gentle tales. Now, let your imagination turn toward a soft, ancient glow that fills the distant universe. Some of the brightest objects in the sky are not stars, but quasars. These steady beacons shine with a quiet power, fueled by supermassive black holes at their centers. But it is not a violent feeding. Instead, the black hole gently draws in vast clouds of gas which heat up and release a soft, luminous light. This gentle radiance travels across billions of light years to find us here. Quasars are like the tender lanterns of the early cosmos, their steady glow a warm hello from a time when the universe was just learning to shine. They remind us that even in the deepest darkness there is light, softly echoing across the ages. Finally, let us approach the black hole itself, this quiet wonder of the cosmos. It is natural to picture a hole, an emptiness in the sky. But in truth, a black hole is not an absence, but a presence. It is a place where a tremendous amount of mass has been gently gathered into a very small, very dense region. Imagine a deep, still pool of calm, where gravity holds everything in perfect quiet. In this serene place, the laws of physics we know become soft and distant, slipping into a beautiful mystery. It is a realm of profound peace, a silent heart beating in the depths of the universe, inviting us to dream. Let these words guide you into a deep, restful sleep as we explore the quiet mysteries of the cosmos. Picture yourself drifting, slowly, softly, toward the dark heart. Then you feel it, a gentle pull, deep and quiet, stretching you into a long, thin ribbon. This happens because the gravity on one end is a whisper stronger, creating a slow, flowing dance into the dark. Your body becomes a silken thread, pulled toward the quiet, unraveling in the still, vast night. The process is so peaceful, like sinking into a warm, bottomless sea. The stretch is tender, a slow-motion embrace that feels like floating forever. And from these stretching ribbons, we move to the great hearts of galaxies. Deep in the heart of our Milky Way, there rests a silent giant, so vast and still. Sagittarius A holds our galaxy in a warm, cosmic embrace. It is a supermassive black hole, with a mass 4 million times that of our Sun, cradling the spiral arms in a quiet, eternal dance. Imagine this dark presence, so soft yet powerful, gently pulling the stars around it. It rests at the core, a tender anchor in the deep, holding everything together with an unseen loving strength. Our home is wrapped in this quiet hug, spinning softly through the vast darkness, safe in the starlit night. This deep anchor leads us to the boundary of no return. The event horizon is a soft, spherical boundary, a point of no return. Here, the escape velocity matches the speed of light, so everything floats gently deeper. Once you cross this threshold, all paths lead softly toward the center, into a warm, inescapable sleep. It is a quiet line in space, where light itself surrenders to the deep pull. There, time and motion blend into a still, flowing river carrying you toward the dark, peaceful heart. The journey beyond is a silent, tender descent into the unknown, wrapped in the stillness of forever. Beyond the event horizon, time itself begins to shift. Time near a black hole flows like thick, warm honey, slowing everything down. To someone watching from far away, a clock drifting toward it beats slower and slower until it seems to freeze. It becomes a golden, timeless moment, suspended in the soft, deep dark. This is gravitational time dilation, a gentle warping of reality where seconds stretch into eternity. Each tick is a fading whisper, sinking deeper into the still embrace. It is a peaceful pause, where the universe holds its breath around you, cradling you in a quiet, endless now. And even these timeless giants are not eternal. Black holes are not forever. Over vast, quiet eons, they slowly evaporate, fading into the dark. This is Hawking radiation, a soft quantum process that releases tiny particles into the void. They escape like a whisper, a gentle sigh into the deep, until nothing remains but warmth. Imagine this grand, silent end, where the darkest giants dissolve into light, a slow, tender unraveling. It is the universe's deep secrets escaping into the still night, like a breath released. The process is so quiet, you might never feel it, but it is always there, softly breathing out the last of its light. In the end, the black hole becomes a tender memory, a gentle fading into the cosmic silence. Now, drift away on these gentle thoughts, carried softly through the vast, warm night. Close your eyes and feel the stillness of the universe. Beyond the veil of night, a quasar burns with a soft, shimmering light, a distant lighthouse powered by a sleeping supermassive black hole. It feasts on warm clouds of gas, drawing them into a slow, luminous spiral across the accretion disk, releasing a gentle, undulating glow. This radiant whisper travels billions of years through the vast, silent cosmos, reaching you now as a tender, ancient sigh. Let that light wash over you like a warm, gentle breeze, soft and steady in the endless dark, cradling your mind in its peaceful glow. Feel the deep, quiet pulse of this ancient beacon, a soft, soothing hum that connects you to the farthest reaches of space. From the quiet end of a giant star, a stellar black hole is born. It folds inward with a silent, tender grace, concentrating all that was into a tiny, dense heart, a point so small yet holding the weight of a star. That heart rests in the vast, cold stillness, a gentle echo of light that once blazed bright, now a deep, peaceful memory. It carries the legacy of a 20-sun giant in a space smaller than a whisper, drifting silently through the cosmic night. Feel the silent power of that tiny heart, a dense, warm pulse in the cold void, a tender memory of a star's long life. This gentle, dense point is a soft whisper of a star's final breath, now a silent guardian in the cosmic sea. At the core of the black hole lies the Singularity, a point of infinite density where all known laws gently fade into silence. It is a peaceful mystery, deep and still, cradling secrets that drift beyond our understanding. There, matter rests in a timeless, tender embrace, far from the noise of the universe. This soft, dark heart beats with a silence that whispers of the unknown, a serene enigma in the fabric of space, soothing your thoughts into calm. It is a place of infinite peace, where all that was is cradled in a soft, dark silence, a mystery that holds the universe in its gentle grasp. A soft, infinite embrace that cradles the very essence of reality. In the warm, dense moments after the dawn of time, primordial black holes were born. These tiny, ancient relics drift through the cosmos, smaller than an atom yet heavy with the weight of a mountain, a soft, heavy breath of the newborn universe. They are silent travelers on an endless, soft current, whispering of the universe's first light. Imagine them floating unseen, like warm, heavy seeds sown in the vast garden of space, holding the memory of creation's earliest and most tender moments. They are the whispers of the beginning, light and heavy, floating through time like distant dreams, soft and eternal. Carrying the soft, ancient warmth of the universe's first heartbeat. Surrounding the silent void, a shimmering accretion disk of dust and gas orbits in slow, glowing circles. It paints a soft halo of light, outlining the deep, dark silhouette of the black hole, a gentle, luminous border. This tender ring whispers of the hidden giant within, a warm, glowing pulse in the cold, vast expanse. Let the slow dance of this disk soothe your mind, a calm, shimmering light that separates the known from the deep, serene unknown. This halo is a soft, warm breath around the darkness, a tender glow that guides you into sleep, serene and still. A warm, luminous embrace that holds the darkness in its tender, glowing arms. Imagine the quiet phenomenon of spaghettification. The immense pull of a black hole gently stretches an object into a long, thin ribbon of matter. This happens because the gravity at the closest point is so much stronger than at the furthest point. It creates a slow, rhythmic elongation. Feel the soft yield of substance, pulling like warm silk through the dark. A star, a body, any form drawn near, slowly unravels into a slender thread. It's a peaceful dissolution, a silent streaming into the void. The universe works with infinite patience, shaping matter into a whisper of light stretched across the vast, deep stillness. Every particle surrenders to this tender force, becoming a gentle line of fading glow. At the very center of our own Milky Way galaxy drifts a supermassive black hole called Sagittarius A. It is a quiet giant, weighing about 4 million times the mass of our Sun. It acts as a steady anchor around which our entire stellar neighborhood softly rotates. Imagine this deep, warm center, holding 1 billion stars in a gentle, slow spin. It is still vast and profoundly silent. The heart of our galaxy beats with a dark, heavy pulse, unseen but forever felt. We are all orbiting this quiet mystery, floating in its deep embrace. Feel the soft rotation, like a great slow lullaby, with Sagittarius A as the quiet center of our cosmic home. The event horizon is the invisible, peaceful boundary surrounding a black hole. It is often described as the point of no return. Once a glimmer of light drifts past this threshold, the pull becomes so absolute that the light simply settles into the darkness, never to emerge again. Picture this soft, silent edge, where time and light gently yield. It is a threshold of eternal calm, a frontier of deep stillness. Beyond it, the universe hides its secrets in a warm, velvety black. Nothing escapes, nothing stirs, only a profound peace. It is a one-way door, a calm descent into the unknown, where every ray of light finds a quiet rest. In a phenomenon called time dilation, time slows down as you drift closer to the heavy heart of a black hole. To a distant observer, a traveler would appear to move in slow motion, almost as if they were floating through a dream. For the traveler, time continues at steady pace. Feel the soft stretch of seconds, each moment growing heavier and deeper. The universe plays a gentle trick, bending time like a warm, slow wave, In the gravity's deep well, a heartbeat might echo like a distant, fading bell. It's a lullaby of relativity, a quiet song of forever. As you drift nearer, the moments pool into a deep, peaceful sea, and the past and future blur into a single, still point. Some black holes are known as stellar mass black holes. They form when a massive star finishes its long life and quietly collapses inward. These singular points of density are small in size but hold a weight that far exceeds the most massive stars in the sky. Imagine a star's deep sigh folding into a point of infinite dark. It becomes a tiny, heavy pearl nestled in the fabric of space. These hidden dancers shape the cosmos, silent and profound, their presence felt in the gentle pull on neighboring lights. They are the quiet end of a star's journey, a soft, dense dream. Born from a star's final, quiet breath, they are the deepest sleep of matter, a still point of endless weight. Quasars are the brightest beacons in the entire universe, brilliant hearts of ancient galaxies. They are powered by supermassive black holes, gently feeding on great clouds of cosmic gas. As the gas spirals slowly inward, it forms a warm, glowing accretion disk, a swirling sea of light that releases a soft, shimmering radiance. This gentle, golden glow travels across billions of light years, a faraway lullaby humming through the vast, silent darkness. You can almost feel its warmth, a quiet pulse from the deep, dark hunger of the cosmos, a tender reminder that even in immense darkness, light finds a way to sing. Just outside the event horizon of a black hole lies a delicate, almost magical region called the photon sphere. Here, gravity is so perfectly balanced that light itself orbits the dark sphere, curving softly around it in a gentle, endless loop. If you were to float in this still place, you could theoretically see the back of your own head, the light bending and wrapping around you like a soft, silken veil. A silent ballet of photons, suspended in the deep, quiet darkness, an impossible mirror cradling the very heart of the void. It is a place where light forgets to escape, and instead lingers in a tender embrace around the unseen. Stephen Hawking once proposed a gentle and radical idea. Black holes, he said, are not entirely black. They emit a very faint, ghostly glow, a soft radiation that whispers out from the darkness like a final, quiet secret. Over unimaginably long spans of time, this slow evaporation causes the black hole to lose its mass, gradually fading away into a peaceful, profound silence. Imagine the darkest, deepest void slowly exhaling a shimmer of heat, until at last it dissolves into the still, quiet expanse of the universe, like a soft breath vanishing into the night. This is the slow, gentle death of a black hole, a return to the silence from which it came. An accretion disk is a wide, glowing ring of dust and gas, spiraling slowly, dreamily toward the center of a black hole. It shimmers with a deep, warm radiance, golden and soft, a luminous halo that cradles the velvet darkness within. You can almost see the soft eddies of golden dust, swirling in a peaceful vortex, each particle glowing as it drifts inward. This is a final gentle light show before the quiet plunge into the unknown, the disk breathing a warm, soft luminescence like a last embrace of light. It is a tender, shimmering veil draped around the deepest silence, a quiet farewell before the endless night. Space-time itself is like a soft, flexible fabric, a vast, silken sheet that stretches across the cosmos. A black hole creates a deep, curving well in this fabric, a gentle, profound depression that folds and bends the surrounding space. This subtle curvature guides the drift of distant stars and planets, moving them in a quiet, celestial dance through the immense stillness. Every star, every planet, glides along the soft contours of this cosmic fabric, weaving a silent ballet in the deep ocean of space-time. You can almost feel the fabric giving way, sinking into a deep, peaceful dream as the universe gently sways to the slow, soft rhythm of gravity's embrace, a tender lullaby sung by the very shape of existence. The event horizon, a soft and silent veil, where gravity's embrace becomes a tender trap, and every drifting star once crossed, slips into a realm where light forgets its way. In the gentle grasp of gravity's tide, a wandering body is drawn into a long, luminous ribbon, stretching softly as the cosmos pulls it into a shimmering thread of starlight. At the core, a secret point of infinite depth where physics dissolves into silence and all matter rests within a heart smaller than an atom, pulsing with pure gravity. Near the black hole, time becomes a lazy river, winding slow, and a falling clock to distant eyes ticks gently toward a frozen moment of eternal stillness. In galactic hearts, silent giants of mass hold court, and our own Sagittarius A star whispers in the Milky Way's core, weaving billions of stars into a slow, celestial waltz. A black hole is not an emptiness, but a gathering, a star that folded inward with such devotion that its whole self became a single, silent point, where gravity remembers everything it ever was. Sometimes the darkness wears a ring of gold, a luminous accretion disk where captured light and dust swirl in amber spirals, a wedding band of fire around the invisible, glowing softly against the void. Stephen Hawking showed us that even the deepest darkness has a slow exhale, a quiet leakage of energy that over trillions of years lets a black hole evaporate like morning mist surrendering back to sky. When a massive star has burned through all its inner warmth and can no longer hold itself open against the weight of its own being, it folds inward without complaint and becomes a stellar mass black hole, a sanctuary of silence where light once lived. At the boundary between knowing and unknowing there is a photon sphere, a realm where gravity bends light into perfect looping circles, and if you could float there in that timeless place, you would see the back of your own head as a quiet reminder that all paths lead back to where you began. And now our journey through the quiet mysteries of black holes comes to its gentle close. Your mind has drifted through golden rings of light and folded stars, and it has earned its rest. If this helped calm your thoughts and carry you towards sleep, leaving a like is a soft way of saying thank you, and subscribing means I will be here waiting whenever you need a voice to guide you through the dark. As the last star folds inward somewhere in the deep universe, let yourself do the same, drifting now toward the quiet center of sleep where all light is gathered and held. Rest now, everything is exactly as it should be.